We live in a world that screams one message: get noticed. Build your personal brand. Post every win. Shout every achievement from the digital rooftops. You're told this is the path to success, that visibility is currency. But what if that's a lie? What if you're not building a brand? What if you're building a cage? A beautifully decorated cage where envy is the lock and your audience unknowingly holds the key. Think about it. Today, we're not just talking about why you should stop showing off. That's surface-level advice. We are learning the forgotten art of strategic silence, a skill the truly powerful have used for centuries to gain an unspoken advantage. So, if you're ready to move beyond the noise and learn how quiet competence builds real authority, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. To understand why strategic silence is so powerful, we first need to understand a dangerous force of nature. It's not greed or hatred, it's envy. Think of envy as a hidden gravity that pulls on anyone who rises too high, too fast. The more you broadcast your altitude, the stronger the pull. It's a predictable, invisible tax on every visible achievement you have. Let me introduce you to something I call the promotion paradox. You get the big promotion. You worked for it, you earned it, and you post the news online. The congratulations roll in, but then, in the office, you notice it, a strange vibe. Your lunch buddy is suddenly a little quieter around you. A teammate's smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. You didn't do anything wrong. You simply triggered the paradox. By showcasing your success, you unintentionally created a social gap, and that gap reminds people of what they don't have. This isn't their fault. It's a predictable bug in human nature. Your job isn't to judge it. Your job is to stop triggering it. If you've ever felt that weird shift in energy after sharing good news, do me a favor and hit the like button. You felt the paradox firsthand. Now, the key to avoiding this envy tax isn't to stop achieving, never. The key is to change how you communicate your achievements. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Okay, so if broadcasting every success is a trap, how do you actually operate? How do you share good news, climb the ladder, and build influence without painting a target on your back? It's time to open the strategist's playbook. I'm going to give you 4 practical, powerful tools you can start using today. Tool number 1, the understated update. Think about the last time you saw someone post about a big win. It was probably something like, "I'm so thrilled to announce I crushed my sales target and closed the biggest deal of the quarter." It feels good to write, but it puts all the focus on the I. The strategist does it differently. They use the understated update. Instead of the above, they say, "Good news for the team. The new strategy is showing some promising early results. Everyone did a fantastic job executing it." You see the difference? The first one is a spotlight on you. The second is a spotlight on the work and the team. It still signals your competence. In fact, it signals leadership, but it invites collaboration instead of competition. Next up, tool number 2, the information funnel. In most meetings or group conversations, people act like faucets, spraying their opinions and thoughts everywhere, hoping to get noticed. A strategist acts like a funnel, quietly collecting everything. Practice the 80-20 rule. Listen 80% of the time, speak 20%. While others are busy talking, you are learning. You learn what they truly want, what they fear, what their hidden priorities are. They will reveal their entire strategy to you, while yours remains a complete mystery. This next one is my favorite. Tool number 3. The credit deflection. This is one of the most powerful social hacks on the planet. When you're praised publicly, your instinct is to say thank you and absorb the compliment. Instead, I want you to immediately deflect the credit to someone else. Your boss says, "That was a great presentation." Instead of just thanks, you say, "Thank you. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without Sarah's data analysis. She was the real MVP here." You've just done 2 brilliant things. 1, you've neutralized any potential envy from the group. And 2, you have earned Sarah's undying loyalty. You turned a moment of personal glory into an act of alliance building. And finally, a tool for your personal life. Tool number 4, the polished pass. We've all been there. Someone asks you an intrusive question about money or your love life or something else you'd rather not share. "Wow, nice car. How much did that run you?" Instead of getting defensive or answering directly, you use the polished pass. You smile warmly and say, "It was a bit of a stretch, but I've wanted one for years. I'm just so happy it worked out." It's friendly, it's positive, it acknowledges the compliment, and it reveals absolutely nothing. You've politely closed the door without being rude. So you have the understated update, the information funnel, the credit deflection, and the polished pass. These are the tools that separate the amateurs from the strategists, because it all comes down to this. Loud success begs for validation. Quiet competence commands respect. But there's a question we still need to answer. What about those times when you have to be seen? What about a job interview, or building a business, or asking for a raise? You can't stay silent then, right? Well, there's a strategy for that too. And that's what we're covering next. So, what about those times when you have to be seen? What about a job interview, building a business, or asking for a raise? You can't stay silent then, right? You're absolutely right. There are moments when you must step into the light. The goal isn't to be invisible, it's to control your visibility. This is where we move from the playbook of silence to the art of subtlety. I call it the gray man strategy. The gray man strategy is the ability to be seen and evaluated without being perceived as a threat. It's about demonstrating your value so effectively that it speaks for itself without you having to shout. It's competence without arrogance. Let's take the perfect example, your LinkedIn profile. The amateur turns their profile into a trophy case. The headline screams, "Award-winning sales guru, President's Club 5X, crushing quotas since 2015. It's all about me, me, me." It broadcasts ego. The strategist uses the gray man approach. Their headline is a value statement, helping SaaS companies shorten their sales cycle and scale their revenue, or building high-performing, resilient engineering teams. You see the profound difference? The first one is a list of accomplishments. The second is a statement of purpose. It communicates immense competence, but it frames it around what you can do for others. It's confident, not cocky. Think about your own industry. Comment below and tell me, does it reward the loudest person in the room or the most effective? I'm genuinely curious to read your answers. This is the mindset you need. Because you don't always want to be the brightest light in the room. Sometimes you want to be the one who knows where all the switches are. So now you have the tools for silence and a strategy for when you must be seen. All that's left is to put it all together and answer the final, most important question of all. And that brings us to the final, most important question. A choice that will define the entire trajectory of your career and your life. We've seen that showing off isn't a sign of confidence. It's a strategic error that puts an unnecessary target on your back. We've seen how the envy tax quietly punishes visible success. But we've also seen the way out, by using the Understated update to signal competence without arrogance. By using the credit deflection to turn rivals into allies. By mastering the gray man strategy to control your visibility. You can navigate the modern world with a quiet power that is far more effective than the loudest voice in the room. It all comes down to this choice. Do you want temporary applause, or do you want lasting authority? One is a short-term, addictive drug that leaves you exposed and dependent on the validation of others. The other is a fortress you build brick by silent brick, a foundation of respect and influence that no one can easily take from you. The first choice is easy. The second one is power. Thank you for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective, subscribe for more strategies to help you master the game of life.